Good morning. Welcome to Key Chronicles, where we'll talk about everything under the sun and in between. Okay, so the last time I was on was a while ago. I just wanted to come back after I was on this route because I was on a hold down on the route that I was chased by a dog. Yeah, a 2 week hold down actually. So I wanted to get through those 2 weeks before I covered the story of how I got chased by a dog. Um, in case I had another story to go with that story. So here we go. Okay, so the route that I was on in the office is prone for dogs. Like our management tries to make sure that route is done on time, before dark, all of those things. So on this day, I was just on this route for one day because the regular was out that day. So this was just a 1 day deal at that time. So all that day, it started off a little rocky because the first loop, the people had a screen door, which the dog can open the door, and the dog was barking at the door. So I had to literally cross the street and skip the house next to them and go to the next house and hope that the dog didn't bust through the door when I came back around. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, so fast forward, the last 3 loops of this route is doggy city. Like, you're gonna run into a pup. Okay, so when I got on the last loop, how this loop goes is you go up. So you go up one side of the street, and then when you're coming back, you're gonna go up this back street, and then come back around and hit 2 homes, and then you end the loop. Okay, so on this particular day, now when I'm doing my thing, when I'm walking and stuff like that, I do like to listen to my music, but I always have one in. I don't ever have 2 of my headphones in because I want to hear what's going on. So I hit the first 2 houses, and everything's going smooth. So I hit this house. I hear their dog in the yard, but they have a wooden gate. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm walking, getting the next house ready because it's an empty lot, and then the next house. So I hear growling, and I look back, and the dog is running up to me, and I'm screaming, dog, dog, dog. My thing is, I scream dog, so if anyone who has a dog, they're going to come out and say, oh, is that my dog? Or they're going to know the dog to get the dog. So I'm screaming dog, dog, dog. In the house that I'm at, about to put the mail, the guy comes out and he's like, get away from her, get away from her. So he has the attention of the dog. So while he has the attention of the dog, I walk off and continue the loop. I'm like, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So while I'm walking away, the dog is still in his face, like still literally barking and growling in the guy's face. He has his attention. So I'm skedaddling down the road. Like, I'm not finna stick around and see what's going on. Let me go ahead and get this loop over with. So as I told you, I have to go up a back alley and then come back around to that street, which is the 2 houses that I have to hit are like diagonal to this dog's house. I hear the dog, but I don't see the dog. So as I'm getting ready to cross over back on that block, I hear the dog, but I don't see the dog. So as I come out, he sees me, and he's like getting ready to charge at me. I got my bag, I got my mace, I'm ready to go. So at this point, the guy, he's like, get away from her, leave her alone. He gets the attention of the dog, and the dog charges towards the guy. The guy pulls out a gun. Like, I don't know, like, at this time, I'm thinking it's a gun, but it ended up being a pellet gun. So he's like, get away from her, get away from her. So he has the gun on the dog, like, they're eye to eye. The dog is growling, showing every teeth in his mouth. So at this point, when I see they're in a standoff, I dart for the LLV. Like, I'm darting. Soon as I put the key in the door, I hear pow. He shot the dog. So at this moment, I'm shook the fuck up because I'm like, oh my God, he just shot the dog. Now, mind you, this wasn't a big dog. This was like a little dog, but those type of little dogs can hurt you. I wouldn't say, oh, it wouldn't do anything, because the dog was showing every teeth in its mouth. So it's like, I know this dog can hurt me, and it's not friendly. It's being aggressive, but I didn't want anything to like hurt the dog. So I drove to the next block, called my manager, and let him know what happened. He was like, are you okay? Do I need to come out there? And I'm like, no, I'm on my way back to the office. So as I'm on my way back to the office, I see the police coming. But at this moment, I'm all shook up. I need to get back to the office and just breathe. Like, I can't breathe out in this air. So when I got back to the office, everybody was comforting me, letting me know, I will hope you're okay. And everybody was concerned, even my manager. Like, he showed true concern. They got in contact with the police, found out that the dog did not get shot with a gun. He got shot with a pellet gun, and the dog is okay. I did speak with the owner, and she apologized about the dog. I was on that route for 2 weeks, and then my manager did make adjustments for me to be able to hop and stop that portion of the route because of that situation. So if you ever have a dog situation, it's best to stay as calm as you can, but we don't know how we will react when that happens. So just try to stay as calm as you can. Try to avoid the situation. If you have to use your mace, use your bag. I did use my bag to keep the dog away from me, so that is a good thing to use for defense. Just stay safe out there and make sure that they're taking care of the situation to take care of you. Bye.